Greetings, everyone. Core here, and went to go see Shazam for our midnight review. And I gotta say, I was very surprised about it. So I went to go see it in IMAX. So I got this cool little comic of the first. It's a reprint, of course, of the first issue from. I don't think it's the new 52. I think it's the latest version that they did of Shazam, which is pretty cool because it kind of adapts a lot of what happens in this movie but also has enough changes for a comic. So it's pretty nice. It's a cool little extra thing that you get. Seeing it in IMAX, of course, is very good. And like I said, the movie is just it's fun. It's has a good pace. It's definitely worth your money, especially if you like Captain Marvel, Shazam, even just any superhero movie that just want to have pretty much fun. It's almost it's like an Iron Man movie where he's learning these abilities. He has this quirky little sidekick, um, a backstory. It's redemption. So it definitely does not feel like a DC movie up to date. So I do like how uh, what the direction that they went with this movie. So that's saying something. I mean, it's not dark, gritty. There's color, there's light, there's a lot of daytime action. It's pretty cool, actually. The graphics are pretty good, decent as well. It's not great. The way that they, show his powers and him learning them, just everything like works so well that it doesn't, anyone could pretty much jump into it, without actually knowing the backstory of Shazam. And I think that's pretty good. They pretty much did that, with Alita. They did that with Captain Marvel. They definitely, you know, helped introduce these characters, and which is great because I mean these characters have been around for decades, and there's a lot of backstory, there's a lot of reboots, there's a lot of changes that happen to them, and I'm just glad they didn't ruin it. No spoilers really. Uh, there is a mid credit and a very end credit scene. The end credit scene is just you could skip that. It's not really too important to future movies or films. The mid credit scene, of course, is the best scene and it's pretty awesome and also a little bit of a tease uh, to what's to come, as well as the very end, right before the credits run, is probably one of the funniest scenes in the movie. But yeah, man, like I like the actor something Levy something right that plays Captain Marvel. Uh, I'll call him by his original name, which was Captain Marvel, but now it's Shazam for the last decade, I think. So the guy who plays Shazam does a really great job. There are some leaks from the Funko Pops, which I kind of knew about going into this movie, but I gotta say, for what happens at the end, I think it was a great climax. I think it was just a great ending, just the way that everything rounds up. Uh, the movie does focus a lot on family, which I think is a really good theme because, you know, yeah, he does have a backstory. He is a, foster kid, an orphan, um, but he it's a different light than like Bruce Wayne or even like Superman or just it didn't work out with the foster parents. It didn't work out with his adopted parents. It didn't work out. I mean, just at all. I mean, but he does have a sense of justice. He does have a sense of righteousness. It's just he's very headstrong. Trying to find stuff out and what he wants to do. He's very stubborn about it. So a little relatable as far as stubbornness, but yeah, man, it was a good movie. Like I said, I saw it in IMAX. The comic was a cool little feature, extra little thing. IMAX, I'm starting to get won over a little bit more with IMAX movies than Dolby Cinema, just because most movies usually have an IMAX release, where this one didn't even have a Dolby Cinema release, which is weird because I would think, I don't know, I got hooked on Dolby Cinema so much, but honestly, I think I might start seeing more IMAX movies. This month is actually going to be a little busy. Next week, I have a double feature I'm looking forward to, which right now I got to check the show times and hopefully they line up uh, pretty good. But next week, I'm looking to see how the Hawaii reboot and Missing Link, which is the latest Leica movie, which is stop motion. Which every, every Leica movie is really good, and I'm hoping this one's just as good. This one doesn't seem more comedy related than more comedy driven than the other ones, so that should be fun. Especially after seeing Hellboy. I'm not sure which one I'll probably see first. I think right now I might see Hellboy first and then Missing Link, but yeah, um, yeah. So sum up, Shazam, really great. Don't want to spoil nothing. Definitely worth your your money to go check it out. Especially if you've seen IMAX, you get the free comic, which is a nice little taste of you know what the character is. So overall, it's really great. Music was fun. They had a couple pop songs and hit songs and stuff in there. There was a nice little tying together of the DC universe. But then it also kind of kept it separate. So I think having them in Philadelphia was a great setting for it. And honestly, everything just worked out great. It's stuff that you could nitpick, of course, because from other superhero movies and stuff. But honestly, uh, it's a great movie. It's the pace was very brisk. It was very good. It didn't feel rushed. Didn't feel too slow. Just everything was interesting. It kept you know, kept you hooked. It kept me hooked at least for the whole movie. So hey, I think that was a good enough, you know, endorsement as it could get. So till next week, double feature time. Hellboy and Missing Link. See ya.